Jenna, you stupid weirdo. Why do you say all these weird things? Hey guys, I'm here to review The Vision for you today. I realized that we don't do too many Marvel comics on the channel, so what better than The Vision? Actually, I chose The Vision based on a recommendation from a friend, Isaac Platitsky of Comic Book Fans United. You can check out their channel. I'll link it below. So The Vision, as some of you may be familiar with him, he is an Avenger. I think he wasn't in the last Avenger movie. He wasn't in Doctor Strange, but he was in, I think, the second Avengers movie, if I'm not mistaken. It's new. This came out last year, and the next trade paperback will be coming out in December, I believe. So this is by Tom King, and the artist is Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Tom King, I did a little bit of research on him, and he is an ex-CIA agent. Like, talk about changing careers. But he is a very good writer. I love that his writing isn't like surface. Like, you have to really like take in all of what the characters are saying, because there's always something more, there's always something deeper in their words, and there's always like a hidden meaning. There's always a hidden meaning to what they're trying to say. I'm not too familiar with Walta's work. I do like his drawings. They are very realistic, which I tend to like a little bit more when it comes to comic book art. What really stood out to me was Jordie Bellaire's work as a colorist. So if you are familiar with The Vision, you know that he is originally a red color, but here in The Vision, he is more pink, him and his family, which I think is a really interesting choice. Looking at them, they kind of look like they had their skin peeled off, which is really cool. They are synthezoids, so they're supposed to look a little bit mechanical. So they're not, they don't look like the Tin Man or anything like that. But I think it was a very interesting choice to pick that pink flesh color. And throughout the comic, you see them go through a range of emotions, and the shade of pink does change, which I think was a very good choice. The coloring complements the writing very well here, which I think is all you can really ask of a colorist. But Jordie really understood what Tom King was trying to get through here, and I'm pretty impressed by her choice of colors. The title of this is The Vision, a little worse than man, and I think that could be taken one of two ways, or maybe it's supposed to be taken both ways. So it could be taken there's little worse than man, or him himself is little worse than man, like a little bit worse than man. So ultimately, what's driving the story is The Vision himself took pieces of himself and created himself a family. He has a wife and 2 kids now, and their ultimate goal is to just fit in with society. That comes with a lot of challenges being a synthezoid, as you could imagine, being stronger, smarter, and I don't want to say invincible. There is something that happens. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. That you're just kind of like, but being a superhero definitely comes with its challenges in raising a family. What I did really like is that it didn't focus so much on him, Vision, fighting, enemies or taking care of crime or anything like that. The real struggle was at home with him and his family, which can be very disheartening at times. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster. You get very attached to these characters, but then you're also kind of scared for them and you're scared of them. Being said, it is a very character-driven story. We find these characters in a lot of difficult situations, and you always get this feeling that there's like reluctance for existence, which is very complicated in its own right. I don't even know what to say. I was just so struck by these characters, especially the wife. So if you're into very character-driven stories, then this is a story for you. Because ultimately, it is very slow-paced. So if you're looking for something action-packed or where you're just like turning the page, you're not going to get that here. But you will get a very rich environment. You will get a very rich experience, let's say, with these characters. So I'm really excited to read the next trade paperback of this. I'm not going to go issue to issue here, but if you guys are, please comment below. Let me know what I'm in store for without spoiling it too much, because I'm blown away by this storytelling of Tom King. Tom King has definitely made a fan out of me. As for this comic, it's very interesting and in-depth versus the more fun and games type of feel that you would get to it. It is very tastefully done. I don't know what I would improve upon. Maybe I would like to see them interact more and grow more relationships with people outside of their family. I get why he did that. It gives it a very somber, more tragic kind of tone. But, comics, they evolve, they develop. I hope to see this go on for more than a few trade paperbacks. I would really love to see this as a show, actually. But in all, I would give The Vision, if I could give 6 3/4 pizza slices, I would, but I want to give it a 7 out of 8. I know I tend to score a little bit higher, but the more I sit and think about this, the more I really, really enjoyed it. At first I read it, I was like, okay. And then I found myself thinking about it when I'm making soup. So, yeah, it really kind of struck me and made me think a lot. So if you guys have if you guys are reading anything, that is really making you think, that's really, hitting you pretty hard, let me know. I would love to read it. Comment below. As for anything else that I'm reading, I started a few new rebirths, so hopefully I'll have those reviews to you soon. And, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, because I really don't know how to end these very well. Let's start a fire. Bye.